Top 3 disliked YouTubers. Let's go! Hey YouTube, welcome to the channel, or welcome back to the channel, Bambino. Yeah, this is going to be a top 3 Thursday. I haven't done a top 3 Thursday for quite some time. Not that it makes a difference. This is being filmed on Sunday. We're up nice and early, and it's a video I've been thinking about doing for a while. I try my best to stay away from negativity on my channel, but yeah, I thought it'd be a little bit of fun, you know. I'm not going to tag the channels. You can go check them out yourself. I will be naming the channels, obviously. Yeah, so a bit of backstory then. With YouTube, I had a YouTube channel just over a year, but I've always been watching YouTube. I love YouTube. Well, it is. At the moment, I watch more YouTube than I do any of the other streaming sites, Netflix, anything like that, Prime, all that shit. I'm all about YouTube, right? So I've been watching YouTube for many, many years, okay? I've seen YouTubers come, I've seen YouTubers go, okay? I absolutely love it, right? But I don't hate any of these channels or these people, but they're very different people to me and the people I like to associate with, okay? So I've got 5 channels I'm going to mention, but obviously, so 2 honourable mentions and my top 3. It might not surprise you who my number 1 is. Maybe you haven't heard of these channels, okay? But all of them as well, all 5, apart from 1, so 4 of these channels I used to subscribe to. And again, you see these people, I think with YouTube, a lot of big YouTubers, I got my pen ready, so you know it's going to be a serious video. I've got my notes as well, right? Yeah, so with a lot of these YouTubers, I think when they're smaller, they are generally nice people, and that's why I'd subscribe to these channels. But then in 3 cases, they just become so entitled. Do you know what I mean? They're so caught up in their own little world that they've created, and it's a shame. It is a shame that they went that way, you know. Or maybe they got exposed. Maybe it was an act at the start and they got exposed, okay? So I'll do my honourable mention, right? And this channel was the very first channel I ever subscribed to, right? Again, it took me years to subscribe to someone. I used to put it on, and I wasn't into it as much as I am now, okay? So, okay, enough rambling. The first honourable mention of disliked YouTube channels is Tipster. And he's actually been exposed now for being a right weirdo. So I think his head's, well, I don't know. I think the mask has come off with him, you know. So I got into Tipster with the Billy Mitchell scandal. Do you know the King of Kong? Have you seen that documentary? Tipster he was like one of the main channels that would cover like the updates, the lawsuits and stuff like that. And I think he had just under 30,000 subscribers when I subscribed to him. And then I was with him almost till he's over 100 now. But then as he got to 100, the mask started to slip off, you know. I was there when, I loved the Susie Lou drama, if you didn't know about that. She's a fellow British YouTuber as well. How embarrassing. I won't talk about her. You know, thing is, to dislike someone, you've got to actually give them. I just don't respect Susie Lou. I've never respected her. But Tipster, I must have, because he was the first channel I subscribed to, you know. So the funny thing is, this channel and the other honourable mention and my number 3 are all kind of connected in a weird kind of way, right? So I used to really be a big fan of Tipster. It's hard to how we're going to do this video. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll do Tipster, my other honourable mention. Then I'll talk about number 3, and it hopefully will make sense why I really dislike them. Okay. So the other honourable mention, quite similar story to Tipster. This is another level. I think I don't even follow his channel now. Whenever I get a recommendation, you can click that thing like not interested. So I click that, and that's me away from this channel for another 6 months or something. Is the Quartering, another American YouTuber. Very good. I was with him on the run up to the 1 million subscribers. I liked his content. I think I got into him around the Susie Lou drama as well and stuff like that, and I agreed with a lot of his takes. But the thing is, you can disagree with someone. I don't mind. Everyone's entitled to their opinions, you know. Me and my friends, we disagree on things. You say, you're entitled to your opinion, I'm entitled to mine. We're not going to not be friends anymore about it, you know. But Tipster and the Quartering, the way they went about the thing, they were like slander, name calling and stuff like that. And because they're bigger YouTubers, they could have done a bit of damage. Right, so that's the 2 honourable mentions, okay? Right, so my number 3 most disliked YouTube channel, or YouTubers, is actually this 2 husband and wife duo kind of thing, is Top Twat Gaming Man, or I think he's known as Top Hat Gaming Man, and Lady Dickhead, or I think she's known as Lady Decade, okay? And I used to subscribe to both of these. I'm a bit really disappointed with Top Twat Gaming Man because he does a lot of fighting game documentaries, loads, like go in depth about characters and stuff like that. He's been exposed. He doesn't actually write, he's just like the presenter, but he pays someone to write his videos and he basically just reads them. He's been exposed for stealing the footage that he shows. Say he's talking about Ryu, he'll show really good gameplay of Ryu, and you think, fuck, he's really good at fighting games, but it's not him playing, he's just stealing it off other YouTubers without giving them credit. If you're gonna nick it, give him credit, for God's sake. So, if you didn't know, this was about a year ago now. Lady Dickhead did a video. She's taken it down, which shows she knew she was in the wrong. And it was something like, headed like, I'm very scared, or I need your help, or something like that. And she looked upset, and I thought, what's this? And again, she was like, almost like their B channel kind of thing, but she would do maybe more of the old school consoles. It's almost like where his channel used to be, they were mirroring it, and there was a bit more content on her side. So I really, really, really did like this YouTube channel, or these YouTube channels, right? And then, so this video came out. We'll call it I'm Very Scared video, okay? And what had happened, again, I'm not going to go too much in detail with this. They'd used, in one of their videos, I think it was Altered Beast. I think it was that. Again, sorry if I'm wrong. It's been over a year since I've been involved in this, or been looking into this. So they use the photographs. So they do the videos, obviously they're scripted, and they'll use gameplay or photographs, right? And one of those photographs that they used, they were talking about, do you know, like, I think it was like Jason and the Argonauts, amazing film. I got that on my iPad. I watch that at least once, twice a year. And it's Ray Harryhausen. And it was, they saying this Altered Beast was like inspired by that kind of movie. And the photograph that they've used, this very talented animation guy or whatever, I'm not sure what it's called, he sadly passed away. And the photo they used is like from the New York Times or something, but it's copyrighted. So they used this photo. I don't think they even credited the artist. And it was like a really good photo though. But then one of my friends, like I said, he's a photographer, right? So photographers need to get paid, right? They're not out there. Have you seen how expensive camera equipment is? Have you seen how expensive a lens is, you know? So we're talking hundreds to thousands of pounds, right? So every time somebody uses one of your photos, or this photo for example, the more it's out there, it loses its value, okay? So what the photographer did basically was send him a bill, right? I'm not sure how he got it from. I think he got in touch with his lawyer. It was between £400 to £500, right? And it is a lot of money. It's not like life-changing kind of money. But then, okay, so I'll carry on, right? But then I'll tell you what happened with the with this person that sent them the bill, right? So they got sent this bill, and basically they didn't want to pay it. Yes, they definitely got the money, or they got the means to get the money, right? But they didn't want to pay for it. So the quote is, "We don't have any money." She was crying in this video, right? Similar setup to me. See the background. Imagine me saying to you, I haven't got any money. I can't afford to pay my bills. Please help me. Basically, send me money. Hopefully, you'd all call me out and go, how much is that Master System collection? Look at all those PS4 games. Look at all those PS3. Look at all those Street Fighter figures. You know, he's got a special edition Samurai Showdown there for the PS4. You know, so obviously I got means to sell this stuff, right? So basically, I did a video. I covered it. I was like, you idiot. She had all these games, and what I would do, I'd screenshot it, and I would go to cash, CX cash, so she could walk into any CX, and we raised that £400 like that. I was a fraction of what she had in the background, right? I thought this isn't coming across. Like when I remember watching that video, I thought, this is odd. She's basically saying, we don't have any money, and you got all that stuff behind you. But then the reason I wanted to make the video on it, right, and the reason I unsubscribed from both channels, and they've made my top 3, just like YouTube channels, is that she used photos of her children. It was like, come on. And then, so I thought, that's wrong, right? But then I didn't know the legalities and stuff of what they'd done. I didn't know that they were known for stealing content and not crediting the artists and stuff like that. They were known for doing it, right? So the photographer, I'm not sure if he created a YouTube channel just to say his piece kind of thing, and like he just basically had receipts on everything, proved that they were liars and stuff like that, right? So that, for me, I thought that's just exposes how horrible those people are. They want to go around stealing people's content, not crediting them, not apologising, so they attack this person, right? And he was 100% in the right, okay? Photographers, guys, do not work for free, right? They could have given him a shout out, and then he could have argued, well, he's over 100,000 YouTube channel. We're giving you the clout. I don't like to use that word, the clout. But then people go, oh, right, this is that photographer. I'll go check out some of his other work. Or I like that photo. I'd like to buy that photo off the artist or something like that. But they didn't do that. They just went on the attack straight away and slandering him. So going back to the tipster and the quartering, so they covered it as well. They covered it as one of their stories. And tipster, well, both of them were name calling. Yes, I call Top Twat Gaming Man and Lady Dickhead. I'm calling them names, right? But they basically, their attitude is photographers should work for free. So I bet you if I had tipster in the background just using his content or the quartering, they wouldn't like it. They'd be like, hey, I don't work for free. So it's like one rule for them, one rule for everyone else below them kind of thing, right? So it really frustrated me. And the quartering, he said that he paid the bill, and he called him, I think, a douche canoe or something. I like that phrase, douche canoe, but it was like, the guy's in the right. So you paid this idiot's bill, and they clearly got the money. And he actually said, oh, I've seen videos saying that people could sell the games. Now, he doesn't know how CEX works. You know, you can just go into any CEX. You could sell it a lot more as well on eBay. CX lowball you if you want cash. I've seen the difference in cash and trading. So I put it to cash just to show how easy it was. Oh, I don't have any money. If you can't afford to pay your bills and looking after your kids, right? you start selling it. If Rossi had an operation or something, or anything like that, guess what? This is my money. This is my investment in the background. You know, I don't need all those fight sticks, but I could, if it was between that or Rossi, bye bye. This would all be gone. You know. So yeah, that's again, that's the tip of the iceberg with that. So yeah, so my number 3 most disliked YouTubers is Top Hat Gaming Man and Lady Decade. It's very so used to saying it, the other one. Right then, number 2. Now this is a channel I really used to enjoy watching. Used to watch all of his videos. I was subscribed. I hit the bell notification. Is John Hancock, right? I know he's had controversy with. I think someone was like another. When you become a big YouTuber, I think like. Not everyone's gonna like you, are they? Do you know what I mean? That's a fact. I mean, you know, if you're in reality, you can't please everyone, right? Some people might be jealous of your success, right? So I'm not sure. If some YouTuber was calling him out on something, and he face flagged or not copyright, struck the channel. And I think when your channel has a strike, whichever, there's different levels, but he was like the serious one. I think when you get 3, YouTube will terminate your channel. So that could be someone's livelihood, right? So he didn't care. But for some reason, I was like, oh, there must be more to it. I was like, I didn't want to believe he was that kind of person, right? So, you know, I was aware of it, but I didn't really look into it as much. And then I think John Hancock had hit maybe 100,000 subscribers, or he'd hit a milestone or something. So he was doing a Q&A. I can't remember if it was a live, so the questions are coming up. When I do Ask Tony, you put it in my community page, or you ask, and then I write them all up, because I want to really think about it. It's not really done on the fly. But it was on, I think it was on the fly, and someone asked him the question, are there too many YouTube channels out there? Or do you think there's too many YouTube channels out there? When you're asking a YouTuber, right? Are there too many YouTube? If you ask me, right, as someone that loves YouTube, I'm new to my YouTube journey as a channel. You know, I'm still just started, right? I'm really enjoying it. So if you ask me, is there too many YouTube channels? If all my mates suddenly decided we're going to do a YouTube channel and we want to do it very similar to yours, I'd be great. The more the better, in my opinion. It's so good for my mental health, and I mean that, right? Anyway, getting back to John Hancock, guess what he said? He said, yes, there's too many YouTube channels out there. Well, I'm sorry, Mr. John Hancock. Delete your fucking channel then. It really gets to me that he said, you can tell, I'm swearing. Yeah, it really gets to me. It's like, how entitled are you? You can have one, but a slot can't, kind of thing. I've heard stories of him. He's not the... He tries to come across as nice on his videos and stuff. But I've heard quite a few people say he's the most entitled person they've ever met. This museum nonsense. Where's the museum, man? He wants to build a museum. He just wants all the games, you know. He's got an amazing game collection in his fucking garage. But yeah, I just thought that was probably the fastest I've ever hit the unsubscribe button. I was like, what? And I rewinded it. Thought he couldn't have said, yes, there's too many YouTube channels. It's mad. Am I wrong? Am I wrong when you say, someone asked me, is there too many YouTube channels? Oh yeah, it's too many. You know, we don't need any more. It's like, I can have a channel, but you can't, kind of thing. Back off. Yeah, so that's my number 2, right? And no surprise, right? My number 1, I'll try to cross them off, right? There's too many, and you could do not a video, I could do a series on this guy, okay? This is the only channel I've never subscribed to. I think the first video he did was, I think it was a Homefront video, and it was like a angry video where he was basically, I think the headline was quite catchy. He said, the worst game I've ever played, and it was Homefront. Remember, there was a lot of hate on that. I actually thought it was okay. It wasn't like I like haze. I got funny tastes in some video games, right? I like to make up my own opinion, but there was something about it I thought, oh, that was interesting, and it was a good video, I've got to be honest, right? And then, so the channel name is DSP Gaming, right? Right, hang on one sec. Max, come on. Watch him with the camera. Come on, touch down, please. I've only got him for the rest half a day. He's been very good, haven't you, boy? He loves a good scrap. Oh, look at that. Can you see the fucking camera? Max is sitting on the tripod, boy. sorry. Where were we? DSP. So, yeah, I was aware of the guy, but I had no idea there was this massive, what's become massive detractor community, if you like, on DSP. He's been exposed, literally exposed so many times, okay, over the years, and there's like channels top 10 DSP or top 10 worst moment DSP every single year. He's got such a bad attitude. I really feel sorry for his wife and his cat. I do. And I genuinely do. Okay. So I've got some highlights here. This is just from memory. Okay. So the latest one is the WWE Champion Saga. So what that is basically is he's been accused over the years. There's an account, somebody with his name, DSP Gaming or something like that, or it's been proven to be linked to his account, has spent thousands, like $50,000 to $100,000, right, on this video game. Now, if you've got the money to spend £50,000 to £100,000 on a mobile game, fine, I've got no problem. I think it's mad, but it's your money. You can do whatever you want with your money, right? But what he's doing, he's denying that's him, and he's basically crying poor every single day. He's the ultimate e-beggar, and he's evolved. How he begs has evolved, and how he tried to guilt trip his fans has evolved, you know. So there was a video, I think it was last year. I don't understand how he's got any fans after this. He was playing with his cat Jasper, but thinking he's, oh, look at this, really cute, on live stream. He had one of those like cat toy things that they claw at, but his phone was fucking on his desk, and some eagle eye viewer, right, was like, hang on, screenshot that, zoom in, and it was proven when you see side by side like the home screen of this WWE Champions, it's definitely that. There's no so he denied it. No. And then he's come out now and said, oh yeah, I play it, but I spent $100 on it or something like that. Not say 50. I think it is over $100,000. It's a lot of money, right? Again, it's fine, but don't go crying poor. I can't afford to pay my bills. People are donating to him to help him out of his financial situation. I guarantee you he's got more money than most of his fans, okay? So they're giving him, some people donate like $100 to him just to drink a fucking shot on stream, right? On stream. You'd have to pay me more than that because I don't drink. But yeah, so they're paying him thinking, all right, this will help with his bills, you know, with his paying for his cat, or you know, there's always something drama going on with this guy, okay? But then I bet you they're not paying that, thinking, oh, it's just go pay $100 on your little mobile game. It's ludicrous how he's even got any fans. Right, so I said about his cat, so I'm crossing these off. Sorry, one sec. Sorry, my mum's dog. He doesn't know. I have a YouTube channel. Right, so after stroke, I'm not doing a DSP, okay? Have I got that written down? No, hang on. DSP incident. How can I forget that? Right, okay, so we'll talk about that at the end. So, yeah, so the latest one, I think it was last night. This is probably what pushed me to make this video, okay? He won't pay for medical treatment for his cat. So he took his cat to, I think it's a rescue cat, okay, to the vets for his yearly checkup or something. He was whinging that, like, oh, we were waiting so long, when I take my dogs, I call my mum's dog my dog as well. So when they go, because he's got medical issues, right? You know, I write the day off. I'll book a day off work. Do you know what I mean? I'm not like, come on, you know, time's ticking. He's got that kind of attitude. I'm more important than everyone else. He's so entitled, this guy, right? So the vet now, to be a vet, and to be a doctor, it's so many years, isn't it? Over in the UK, anyway. I think it's like to be a doctor, I think it's 3 to 5 years until you become a qualified doctor. Let me know in the comments if I'm wrong. I know it's not like a 6-month course and off you go. But to become a vet, it's years of training. It's very expensive to become a vet, but not everybody can become a vet. That's what I mean, right? So when Max, we had to take him to Bristol for, he was going to have a brain scan and stuff. We were listening to the experts. They were giving us the options, and then we were saying, what would you recommend? And we followed what they recommended, and it was very expensive, right? But we don't care. There are children in my family, right? So DSP now, so he was going through the same thing. He was whinging, right? Oh, me. But then the vet came out and recommended that he has this like blood tests or something done. I said, oh, we recommend this. And he was like, oh, they're trying to scam me. They're not going to scam. Because it was something like, I think he paid $100 odd for the initial thing. But they wanted like another 300 out of him. And he was like, oh, scam. What a scam. But the vet was trying to say, no, but we recommend it because of this disease is going on. Or whatever they were saying, right? Again, this is just DSP's version. So I'm sure it was a very one-sided version that he's given, okay? And he said no. And it's like, you dickhead. So people are donating. So he's like this. So like if he went, oh, guys, I need your help. Jasper, my cat, he had a big bill, blah, blah, blah. Now that's a reason to donate to his channel, right? But he's saying no to that, right? But then he'll go still spend, get this right, $50,000 to $100,000 on a video game, on a mobile game. That's okay. But when his cat, no, I'm not spending $300 extra on a cat. Are you insane? Ripping me off? Con. She's going to go to a different vet now. Oh my God, make that make sense. And hopefully the new vet will probably be exactly the same. And say, well, we recommend this treatment. Okay, there's a price on it, but that's how much it is, kind of thing. Nothing's free. Yeah, so that's another reason. Oh, I got you. Working, he's the most entitled YouTuber ever. And I think he said it more than once. So I've seen the clip more than once. Working 9 to 5 is for suckers. So it's right for us. I funnily enough work 9 to 5. So it's right for us to go to work every single day, get up early and go to work 9 till 5. But he still comes across that he's working harder than everyone else. He works 6 days a week, right? Half the time, like I've got a t-shirt on, hat, I got my pajama bottoms on. This is my hobby, right? This is what he does for a living, right? So he hasn't got to commute. He works from home. He hasn't got to commute every day. So I haven't got to get up like the rest of us, have a shower, see to his pets. Do you know what I mean? Get in the car, fill the car up with petrol. He hasn't got all these extra things and everyone else, as suckers, have got to do. And it's like, he's basically calling his fans suckers. Again, how has he got, I'd be amazed if he has one fan. It's just nuts, absolutely nuts. Sorry, yeah, so I got that one there. I don't want this video to go on too long, right? The way he treats his fans. So I think he only communicates on his, so he's a live streamer, okay? So I think he only communicates to fans if they donate to him, like the $1 minimum. People to chat to him or to get his attention, you got to give him money. And if he disagrees, he'll just ban you and stuff like that. He calls people idiots if you've got a different opinion than him. And he's done this hundreds of times. The amount of fans he's lost because he doesn't agree with their opinion. Again, everyone's entitled to their opinion. Yeah, he's like, oh, yeah, and you know what? You're banned, kind of thing. And some of the these people have been shown to have donated over the years hundreds of dollars to them. As soon as they disagree with him, he's not a very good businessman, is he? As soon as he disagrees, he's right, you're banned, kind of thing. So the way he treats his fans. And then an older one is, so I've got 2 more things to talk about DSP. The way he treated Panda Lee. So his Panda Lee with his very young ex-girlfriend, and she had a panic attack when she was in work, and I think he was annoyed that he had to cancel his live stream to go to the hospital. This is it. I think she might have even been his fiance, right? Which makes it even worse, right? So she's in hospital, and I have had panic attacks. If anyone's had a panic attack, depending on how big it is, they're exhausting. My worst one was actually in a jobs fair. Someone was rude to me, And I just went full on, get me out of here. I had to like almost run out of this building. And it's so you're sweating like head to toe, right? And I mean a head to toe, all my muscles in my body. Once I'd calmed down, I needed to go to bed. I was so exhausted, right? So his ex-fiance, let's say, Pandali, she had a panic attack in work. She was rushed to hospital, and yeah, the medication works. So they wanted to give her medication, and fucking DSP was like, well, how much is this going to cost me? How much is this going to cost me? I think it was that moment she realised, she goes, I need to get out of here. I think that relationship broke down pretty soon after that, okay? And rightly so. Again, how's he married? I think his current wife doesn't know what the internet is, because surely she's aware of all this stuff, you know. What a horrible person though. He says he loves these people, and then it's when it comes to money, he's again, it's like, imagine with Max, again, I can't relate. I haven't got a girlfriend and I haven't got children, right? But say with Max, my mum's dog, you know, the vet says, oh, it's going to be this is what we recommend. Imagine, how much is that going to cost us though? How much is that going to cost us? Imagine being like that. So he came back on stream after this inconvenience, and he basically was whinging that the doctors are ripping us off. They all got targets and all this shit. It was like, oh my god, that's your fucking fiance there, you know. He should have maybe taken a couple of days off streaming. He would have made that money back, see. A couple of days off streaming, and then just to be there with Pandali, his fiance. I think they were engaged. Were they engaged? I don't know. But I'm pretty sure she's gone on to bigger, better things. I'd love to see an interview with her. I thought, what's his name, Keemstar was going to have an interview. People are recommending. That'd be a very interesting interview, wouldn't it? Right. We're finished on this one. DSP, what he'll forever be known as. So any argument, you can shut it down with this, is the DSP incident, right? Oh, so I told you what kind of guy. There's hundreds. They're just the absolute tip of the iceberg what I talked about there. There's hundreds of other incidents on that, right? So talking about incidents, right? So he was, I think when he does, so he's live, and he does like, when he starts his stream, or just before he appears, he has like adverts running, like as if he's a big deal kind of thing. So he has these ads, and it's like, I think it's like fan artwork, and it's all this running. I think it's music playing or something. And so he didn't realise, he left the camera on basically, right? It could have been worse, right? So like, it was about like this much you could see, thank God, lucky for him basically, otherwise he wouldn't have a YouTube channel. I'm amazed he's still got a YouTube channel after this, right? Maybe I should try it. No, I'm not going to try it, right? It's so funny, right? So he was masturbating on live, but he didn't realise he was live, so you could see him. You could see him going like this, you know, and he was. It didn't last for very long. And then it was so funny, right? When he went, okay there. I think he like went to start. Literally, he didn't even stand up. So his junk. Well, is his junk always out on stream? I don't know. So I think he went. He was like, the camera's on. The camera's been on the whole time, huh? And he does this like weird like thing to make sure the camera's picking him up, and he went, hello. But then he did the stream. He carried on with the stream. He just went with it. So of course all the big YouTubers like Keemstar, the drama channel, they all reported on it, didn't they? So of all YouTubers for that to happen, it couldn't have happened to a better person, you know. So that's the incident. If you haven't, if you never heard of DSP, I think the Angry Moose was on stream the other day, and hum along if you can't sing along. We were kind of talking about it, and he was like, oh, I've never really heard about this guy. We were saying, do you want to know? Because there's a lot, you're opening a portal, let's say. But he's at some point, he's almost like a fictional character. But there are people out there like this that actually exist, boys and girls. Shout out to Hum Along If You Can't Sing Along. He's my first member. I got a channel member now, guys. Happy days. Yeah, thank you very much for that. Still can't believe it. Yeah, so that is my top 3 disliked YouTubers. I wouldn't say hate. I don't hate hardly anyone in the world, you know. They're not hated, but disliked. Let me know in the comments, what's your top 3, or maybe you haven't got 3, you know. There must be a YouTuber you don't like out there. And don't say me. I dislike you, Tony. There we go. I enjoyed that. Yeah, I can't believe I forgot the incident. Yeah, so hope you enjoyed that. Thank you very much for watching. Love you. Bye.